in IT industry, we want to evaluate each and everything. So I just want to see how we can evaluate. Let's have some funny things to evaluate and see where we stand. And again, I don't want to take up this session in a very formal way. So be cool. If you have any question, you can unmute. You can just shoot out your questions. Let's start. As everyone knows, like a project management, the software engineering is an application of systematic, disciplined, quantifiable approach to the development, operation, and maintenance of software. It seems like, again, a classroom session. No, I just want to highlight the definition of this. Like whenever you do anything, it doesn't mean only with the software engineering or the software project. You are going to construct a home. You can't do right away with the construction of home. You can't just like think something and you can't make that understand to an engineer or a contractor and make them to build a home. And if you are not happy with what you are building, then you will be getting into some issues and you won't be happy with what the home was built. Same way it lies with the software as well. Like whenever there is something, there should be a disciplined manner, there should be some systematic manner, because as of this session is considered, you are from various platforms, you are from different places, each one may not be aware of others. So even in IT industry, what we call it as a distributed agile, like each one will work from different place. Like I have a team where we sit in US in Tampa, Florida, and in Boston. And also we have some set of people working from India and also from Pune and from Poland. So we haven't met each other. We may have some teleconferencing, but we can't understand. We don't have the same set of language what we speak. We all communicate through English, but still we develop together as a very good software. So that is where there should be a systematic, disciplined, quantifiable development approach. We are doing a disciplined one, like where to do a code check-in, where we will write the code and all those things. Same way for every software, whatever you develop. And I just want to know like a difference between the product and a project. Whoever knows, they can just unmute and they can answer. Yeah, Dr. Buba, you can speak loudly.
Software is a model.
Okay.
Can implement something to get a product.
Okay, good, thanks. And any other answers?
Maybe once it goes for commercialization, once it comes out as a commercial thing, I think if we can call it as a product.
Thanks, Raj. Yeah, like you are all right. Like whenever something is already available in the market, we can just go and get those things. Like say, for example, in App Store, there are many products. Like PUBG is an app, which is a product, because it is not developed for my requirement. I was not told my requirements. It is already available. I'm just utilizing it. Netflix, everything is already available. I'm just using those products. So those things are called as a product. When I as a client go and ask for some project specifically, like say for the students will go as a final year project, they will specify like I want this kind of things, and like whatever they want, they will get some knowledge and get some idea, and they will work in a company, or a client will go to a company. Say for example, like any of the shopping centers, say Shopper Stop or Lifestyle, they are going to some IT company and they are asking for a specific billing software. So that is a project. So whenever you create something specific on the client requirement and used specifically for one person, that is a project. Whereas the product is a ready-made one, which is already available. It is not specific to some one person. Say for example, the Zoom is a product which is already available. We can make utilize of those. So, but whatever a product or a project, it has to follow some methodology. Otherwise, it can't succeed. For that, everything, a product or the project has to follow the software engineering process. And I think the session is quite more theoretical. Let me take a break. It's a challenging task time. Who knows to draw an elephant, or who can imagine an elephant? If somebody can immediately draw an elephant and can show in your video. Or can I take the crowd don't know to draw an elephant? I'm expecting more from the students. No, I don't want you to draw an elephant on the screen. I just want you to draw on a paper, and you can say it. You can either show or you can say like. So is only Ganga is active or all others are active?
It seems to be like that, actually, not exactly elephant.
No, like this is not of validate judging your elephant. It is just that
Elephant research on it.
okay. And anyone else, you can just say like when you think about elephant, what you imagine. Just 1 or 2 persons that can say like you saw an elephant or something like that. No, like you can't even imagine of an elephant.
Trunk, with trunk,
Okay,
big. It's big and it's with the trunk.
okay, it's big and a trunk. Yeah, good one.
Okay, an elephant will be a bigger one and it will be having 4 legs and it will be having 2 trunks and a long, a lengthier mouse like kind of thing.
Okay, thank
Are
you.
you able to get my voice?
Yeah. It's better clear. Thank
Okay,
you so
and a
much.
tail. And we can
Yeah.
have a tail and its legs would exactly look like some pillars, 4 pillars.
Got it.
So
Thank
in
you.
that way we can imagine.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Okay, thank, thank you.
Anyone else? Yeah, I can see Dr. Bhuba has drawn an elephant. I think, yeah, it's the same way how it was imagined. With elephant sitting on the sideways with the trunk and the body with tail and 4 legs. Anyone else? You want to just imagine or you want to narrate how an elephant looks? Okay, I can see the same kind of elephant. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, and thank you everyone. And whoever at home and who are hesitating to say, to narrate, and I know somebody may already tried and drawn something on your desk or something like that, and someone don't want to say in the crowd. Okay, also like the main task why I want to ask you to draw an elephant is that is the place where our imagination and the product which comes as an output fails. So that is the main reason where we say it as a software fails. So like really a software can fail. Like there are many people who are working and they are doing so much of hard tasks and they are day and night working, but still like many of the softwares, there are like if you see the statistic, almost 73% of all the software which is developed by various companies throughout the world are not at all coming to the market or it is not approved by the uh, even by the clients and everything. It will be wasted. Like there will be many startups who work hard, they will create software, but due to some or other reason it fails and it will go out of the market. You can see like Ola is one app which when it came, it haven't been known by many people, but now like 90% of the cell phones in mainly in India can have Ola or Uber app. So they made people to get used to that. Same way Swiggy or Zomato, all those software are so much popular. There are many softwares. I don't want to name them, but you can just Google it and see those softwares got failed, which had better idea, better ideology of Zomato and Swiggy, but still they can't survive. Okay, even Just was there as a very popular software one of the time, but now Just is still there, but not so much. Okay, so what is the reason why a software fails? The reason is whenever I say as an elephant, the client will come out because he knows what an elephant. He is not so much technically challenged, like he's competitive or he don't have so much of knowledge because he is a business guy and he knows what he wants. He is very clear that he wants an elephant. But when it comes for an elephant, like we are the software developers, we want to work to produce an elephant. So we actually don't know what kind of elephant a client needs. When I asked to draw an elephant and narrate an elephant, somebody told like elephant is like the trunk and with the ears or something like that. So I can consider the first one is also with the trunk and ears, second one also with the trunk and ears. And Dr. Bhuba ma'am and others, Gangadeep, all those person are shown an elephant which is on the second row, which is of a side view, which has like 4 legs like trunk and the tail and the body. I can't judge or I can't validate which elephant is correct because when I show each image individually, yeah, thanks Hari. Yeah, you also came out with the same one on the second one. Uh, so here, I am not the right person to judge or I can't say like, okay, what Hari has done is a good job or not. Dr. Booba ma'am has done a good job, because there may be some other imagination where when I say as elephant, I will be always thinking about a set of elephants which are standing on an Amazon forest, like big elephants and one small elephants. When I told I want to draw an elephant, I never explained all those details. Okay, and I just was elephant. Whenever we hear the word like an animal, we know only to draw an animal. So whatever the job you guys have done, see, it is not like one person has done the same. It is multiple people has done the same elephant, correct? So I can't say like what you have done is a wrong one, or what I had imagination is also a wrong one. I imagined a very greenish one where there will be some 5 to 6 elephants with some small elephants, everything to as a group of elephants. But when I told to draw a elephant, like an elephant, I not told a group of elephants. So there is a communication lag. So when I say something, when it reached you, you have something, but which was not I want. I know I already had in my mind, like you people will draw any one of these kinds. So I have added the slide. It is not mind reading, it is a common fact. We know like what we think because we people think alike. But when we work with a client who is on the different floor, he is from America. We are all like in different geographic zone. We have seen only elephants with brown color or black color. There are different color elephants also there. Okay, there are like a rare variety of white color elephants. We never thought about having a white color elephants, all those things. So this is where the communication lag, which helps to make a software to go fine. So what I try to say is, for this, there should be a streamline, right? Okay, how to fix this? So if we have followed a software engineering process here, like when I say as an elephant, there will be a BA. BA is a business analyst who will come in front and they will ask me some questions. Okay, what kind of elephant you want? You want a Thailand elephant or American elephant? And what kind of details you need? And they will put me into so many of questions, and they will pull answers from my mouth. And when I say everything, then they will come out with a solution. So for understanding this, there is a process. That process is called as software engineering. I think this gave for software engineering. Is it fine? Or any doubts?
Yes.
Yeah. So main thing what I say here is like, yeah, thank you. So main thing what here I say is like, it is not just developer is a member who just create the application or do the programming code and do a testing. It is also a main work of BA. Like whoever has a skill set of talking nicely, you have a skill to talk and you have a talent to pull the data from others, then you can shine than a developer. And there is also an opportunity for you in IT industry as a business analyst. And the business analyst decides many things. Like if business analyst is good, he can make the software to go success. If he can't get any of the, then a problematic one. Okay, so now when we see as software engineering, this all again like back to school, like whatever you read from the books, the same thing. I can even share the slide after this session, so you can also go through this. The main thing what I want to say is these points. Like whenever say a software, like whatever software, like say an elephant is a software, first we should get the requirements. Then we should design that, like how to make a software. Like if you say like I need a software like PUBG, you want to just get the requirements, then you want to design the software, then you want to implement. Construction is nothing but putting the codes and implementing. What PUBG is ready, like there should be some people, right? Because PUBG supports multiple language and multiple people global wise. So everyone has to test that. We have to maintain, like deployed before a year, but they never stop. They are giving new features and everything, right? To share your audio, video, and all those things, and share your thoughts, everything. So that kind of maintenance should be there. The overall thing be a project management, which has so this will help you to have a software in a better way. And the same thing, what we call it as software. When we say software engineering and when we say software development, there is a mild line between that. See, software engineering is a process which will make a software. When you say software development, it is just like that creating a small Pascal triangle algorithm into your lab. You can consider that also as a software. because you know the requirements. You will just write the code, you will test it, and you will show to your ma'am, and they will give you the score or anything practical. So we can't consider that as a software engineering. That is just a software development. So you should understand the streamline between a software engineering and the software development. Okay, and this is where we already saw the software requirements. If the requirements are bad, then we can't success in the software. Like software will be a failure. So software requirement is like answer the question what instead of how. Like what I want to draw, what should be the content, how many things has to be drawn. So all these questions has to be come before we implement a software. This is just a drawing and we have implemented. So that is fine, but when we go to a software project management, the BA role is to get the requirements. There are something called as full stack developer, where there won't be a BA, a developer will act as a BA, he has to get the requirements. So there you want to collect both functional and non-functional. Functional in the sense like how many people has to be used, how much load it has to be done, what kind of programming, like whether I want to develop in .NET or Java, these are functional requirements. Non-functional is like which geographic location it has to be used, who will use what kind of weather, like literate guys will be using or illiterate guys will be using. WhatsApp is used by all educated or non-educated. If you know to, you can type and send a message in English or Tamil or whatever language you want. If you don't know, still there is an option. You can just press the mic and you can talk. Still WhatsApp is used between all kind of people. So that is non-functional requirements. You should those requirements properly. If you don't gather, then it is going to be a failure. And requirement analysis, I can say many requirements. I can say like elephant should have like a strong teeth and it should be like carnivorous. It should be like, I can imagine like a lion king and I can say like elephant should be of that type. As a developer, you should come and say like you want to analyze all the requirements and you want to come back to me and say like, no, this is not possible. What you're expecting is a hybrid variety of both a lion and also an elephant. But so those requirements also to be analyzed. You should not blindly accept whatever a client says. Since he is a client, you can't just agree for everything. Prototyping. When they are asking for a something bigger one, you can't do the entire one and show. Like when I ask you to build an Phoenix Mall, you can't show me an entire Phoenix Mall construction and then we can't go back and change anything. They will do a prototype as if we see in the movies all. They will do a small prototype. They will show like whether a swimming pool is fine here, parking is fine here. Once I'm satisfied, then we will go for actual construction. Yeah, please. Yes, Soumya, you have some questions? So,
I have one.
yeah.
Actually, in the last slide, there is a 1 point construction.
Where in this slide or?
Last slide. In the last slide, there's a 1 point in the requirements and analysis that is the third point. It is a construction. This is last slide. This is to be a last slide. So yes, in this slide. So designing means to construct something. So
construction is
what
nothing
is the
but implementation. Yeah, please go ahead.
Then what is the main difference between the construction and designing? Because designing itself will construct something which is logical, physical, I think so. Okay. So is there a difference between these 2 points?
Okay, yeah, there is a difference between a design and construction. Design is something what you will document it. Like say for example, say like I need a project. I want to see like how a Zoom will work or a WhatsApp will work. You will put me into the paper. You will have an entity relationship diagram. You will have a data flow diagram, like how the data will be following. There will be a UML diagram. All those things, diagrammatic representation you will do, and you will present as a project design document, and it has to go for approval. Because you just like that can't charge a client saying like, okay, for this development, you have to pay me so much of $1 million, and he won't agree. I want to make him prove like what is the background behind it. WhatsApp is a very small software, whereas the internal thing is the database server, how much it handles, all the images, videos, it is multiple times shared. All these things be stored. So for the storage, I want to spend some money. It doesn't mean like the software looks very small. We can't just like they consider and build anything. So for that, designing part is making documentation, where construction is actual implementation, where you're sitting and doing a coding part. Got it?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, so we talked about the prototyping, because prototyping is always a safer game. Whenever you do a prototype, we call it as proof of concept or the POC. Whenever you do something new, you try to do a proof of concept and get approval from the client, have a demo session. If they are happy, then we can proceed there. If they are not happy, we can stop there. So by the time you can stop getting the losses. And here, as I told, the SRS stands for Software Requirement Specification. Here also, it is a formal document. Whenever we get a requirements, we will put all those requirements and we will send back to the client and we will ask them to make a sign off, like approval, saying like whatever you told. Okay, whenever you say as an elephant will be, I can give you one single elephant, which will be on the side post, which will have one trunk and which will have 4 legs and 1 tail. And the color will be like a black and white. If you want red color, then it is going to be charged extra. So all these things we will put and we will make a SRS document and we will send to them and they will accept and it will come back to us. So that is what non-functional I already explained to you. Okay, and this it is always helps to save money and time, because in T&M or the main thing in an IT company, when it comes like time is one constraint, we can't go and get back the time, and also the money we invest, because for each day when a developer comes into an office, right from AC to the system to the internet and the space, everything has to be paid. So we can't just waste 3 months of time and go back again. And let's see like how it happens and how the funny things will happen. You may saw this in your WhatsApp messages and images. When a customer asks for a requirement, he told like there was no software engineering process model followed. So he asked for having one trunk, 4 legs, and it carry the load of both passenger and also a cargo. It should be black in color and it should be herbivorous. He asked for an animal, as I told, like it is an elephant. That is what he mentioned. But we don't know, right? When he say like he should have one trunk, we don't know what is the use of trunk, because he never specified that trunk should be used to handle the weight or it should carry some trees and all those things. So the requirement is very less. So a solution can be like this: a buffalo with supported trunk, and we usually say like value add to make clients happy. So here, if you see, the value add is giving the cow can give a milk, the buffalo can give a milk. But this is what client requires, or what we given is right or wrong. So can you say it? So the client wants an elephant, but we are giving a buffalo with a trunk, but we are giving as a value added, giving like buffalo give us milk like that. Whether it is agreed, or if you are a client, whether you will agree or you will disagree.
The client will definitely disagree about it.
Yeah.
They won't be getting satisfied about the product what you're going to deliver.
Yeah. So finally, it is going to be a software failure.